Hey, gang. So, people who know me know that I like to set New Year's resolutions. I know that's not everybody's thing, but I kind of get into it. I get into it so much I set them several times a year, usually because I have to start over because, I didn't keep them, like most people. But I like to do them. I like to say, this year is going to be a better year, and this is what I'm going to do. And so my New Year's resolutions usually are of two kinds. They're things I'm going to stop doing, things that I um, have decided I no longer want in my life. Um, and also, then on the other side of that, things I'm going to start doing. So I usually have a couple of resolutions of each. And I probably stick with about one a year, actually. I end up setting, more than one, but usually there's enough emotional energy behind one of them that I can do one a year. And over the years, I feel like my life has improved considerably. I mean, in the last 15, 20 years, I have stopped, the goals that I stopped doing. I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped drinking soda one year. Gave up soda and haven't touched it since. Um, I kind of became a vegetarian. I mean, I'm not really strict on it because that is a hard thing to be strict on, especially you know if there's other people in your life and you share food and uh, it's difficult. But I feel I've made some big progress in becoming vegetarian. I've Last year I quit using social media. Let me tell you, that's one thing that your life has greatly improved if you can give up. And so this year, the stop doing is going to be I stopped watching the news. I don't need the news in my life anymore. Um, I can't remember the last time I actually took action on anything I saw in the news. Mostly it just makes you feel helpless and powerless. And, how much news do you really need to be an informed voter? And the really big stuff and the important stuff that happens, someone will tell you about. I heard there was a pandemic. Did you hear that? You can't miss the big stuff. I was really proud of myself today. One of my coworkers asked, so, did you watch some of the Super Bowl? I was so proud of myself. I said, was that this weekend? I did not know. I was that out of touch with popular culture. So proud of myself. So, I hope to continue that. I hope to be completely out of touch with popular culture. And so, stopped watching the news. And it's freed up some time, because that was kind of like clickbait stuff that you do throughout the day at work. Whenever there's some downtime, you click on the news. So, on the start doing side, some things I'd like to start doing. One of the things you may have figured out is that I want to start uploading a video a day to YouTube. One video of content, because I believe the secret, I don't know where it'll go. I have no idea. But one thing I do know is that the secret to success in anything in life is volume. If you want to be a photographer, you take lots of pictures, knowing that most of them are going to suck, but it's a learning curve. Thankfully, I only have like 2 subscribers, and that's not a worry for me. But but it'll get me comfortable in front of the camera and everything, and little by little, I will develop some content, hopefully. So 1 video a day. That's one of my goals. Another one is I've been starting, and it's been a very rewarding experience. I'm listening to audiobooks on the way to work. So I have about a half-hour drive, so that's an hour. That's an hour a day of audiobooks. And so far, they've all been self-development kind of stuff, like how to create and sustain good habits. Kind of things like that. Some classics in there, like Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. You know, the thing is that I heard somebody say one time that we are the sum total of, you know, the 5 people that we spend the most time with. You know, and the nice thing about books is that you get to choose who those 5 people are. You know, you get to spend time with some of the greatest minds in history, if you want. And if you got a good library, which we do. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions. And it's been so eye-opening. I feel like I've learned a lot that I would like to share. And so I think that's going to be part of the content that I produce is in the coming weeks, I'll be sharing some things that I've been thinking about and learning as a result of my readings, you know, of the audiobooks on my way into work. So stay tuned for that. And the another goal, kind of the major, you know, the major 3 goals: upload 1 video a day, listen to the self-development audiobooks, and the other one is this is the year I finally learned Spanish, man. I've been picking away at Spanish for 20 years now, and I'm done with that. This is the year I get down to brass tacks, and, you know, by this time next year, I'm speaking Spanish better than Antonio Banderas. I might even do a video in Spanish, you know, but I can do a little bit. I can get by, but I'm nowhere near as fluent as I would like to be in that language, and this is the year I do it. I feel like I've got some time to do it. I've got the resources from previous attempts. No time is going to be wasted. I'm going to study an hour a day. So, anyway, so I have, those are some of the things that, that I have on the agenda. So, one thing I'd like to say about habits, one of the things I'm learning from the books, is that it says, you are what you do every day. You aren't what you do once a week. You aren't what you do once a month. You are what you do every day. If what you want is to be part of your identity, I am a Spanish speaker, for example, it has to be something you do every day. And so the goals that I really want to do are going to be ones that I do every day. Upload a video every day, study Spanish every day, and listen to audiobooks on the way to work, self-development stuff every day. So stay tuned for the next video on some of the things I've been reading. It's been very fascinating, and I look forward to sharing it. Thank you.